Waking up to the news that Elon Musk finally bought Twitter. So he is the largest stakeholder of Twitter as a publicly traded company. He bought 9.2%, and I'm here to talk about why. So why is it that Elon would buy, a huge portion? I think it's 72 million shares of Twitter. I think it was right under $3 billion, something like that. I think Twitter's valuation or market cap at that time was around 32 billion. Now, it gapped up 25%. So Elon's bullish already on his stake, right? But why is it? Is it for no apparent reason? One of the things that you need to understand is that Elon is first off huge and one of the most popular users on Twitter. With that being said, they've been big on restricting either his account or free speech. You guys know that Elon is a huge supporter in that. You guys can comment down below if you guys are as well. Do you think that these social media platforms or the Silicon Valley just monopolies are restricting and really not allowing people to express themselves? The whole, or I would say the initial reason that these social platforms were created were just for that, right? And this was actually brought up on Friday, a concern where like, hey, Elon brought up on Twitter that maybe he should create his own social platform. And then there was a bunch of recommendations of him just being someone that should buy Twitter, right? And imagine that. Imagine being restricted on a platform and then being so rich that you just buy more shares than the person that created that platform. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but he is the largest stakeholder now in Twitter. This is a very common thing where even Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos owns Amazon, founded Amazon, but he only owns like 7 or 10% of Amazon stock, right? Because they have to give up so many shares as they're just getting started, publicly traded, right? Especially as they are getting all of their investors and stuff like that. That happens very early on. It was actually a huge milestone when Mark Zuckerberg originally got started. He owned 30% at one point as an early CEO for Facebook. To this day, I think he owns closer to 10% if I'm not mistaken. But as you guys can imagine, I don't know if that's kind of like a slap across the face for the executive board of Twitter. But now, Elon being one of the largest stakeholders, I'm sure he should be getting a seat on the executive board. And maybe he can actually implement some changes that can take Twitter to the next level. So instead of reinventing a lookalike or similar platform like Twitter or of Twitter, I would say that his goal buying into Twitter is really to rejuvenate it, right? I don't know what you guys think about that, but that's going to be quite interesting to follow up with. The reason I'm making this video is, you guys can read up on Twitter and why it's doing what it's doing. But the reason that I'm making this video is because of the way that the market reacted. We're up 25% on the day. It's amazing, right? It's great to see. You need to be aware. This is, just look back. And you can test this as an example. Every reaction, almost every reaction, tends to be an overreaction in the stock market. Meaning that this news of Elon buying Twitter is super trendy right now. But what about a week from now? Are we still going to be trading at $50 a share? A question to ask yourself. My job is not here to tell you what to buy, not to tell you what to sell or when to do it. My job is to make you aware of what's going on. So reap the benefit of Twitter being up right now, but understand that these short-lived catalysts don't live forever. The intention that Elon Musk has is good, right? He's trying to really innovate and be of value to Twitter and hopefully take it to the next level. That's going to take time. Before that even happens, we're most likely going to correct on Twitter and come back to a more realistic price level. Please understand that. I'm not saying that Twitter has to correct itself, but this is something that always tends to happen. I'm just trying to look out for the beginner trader. Again, on your green days, you look out for your red days, and on your red days, you look out for your green days. You need to understand when hype is present. What is a pump and dump? What is, a momentum play? It's all hype. As of right now, Twitter is very hyped up. Look at its trading volume right now versus normally. There's no question it's hyped up. So if you want to day trade it, all power to you. You can manage and mitigate your risk intraday. If you want to swing trade it or buy it at these levels, I would say that that comes as a riskier trade, as there's a lot of downside when the correction does end up happening. And let's timestamp it, right? Let's follow up in a week or 2 weeks. I would love to see that when the hype is no longer there and volume is back at previous levels, to see if Twitter is still trading at $50 or higher based off of, previous patterns. Twitter's been struggling. This doesn't change anything in that sense. It's great that Elon wants to be a value, but you need to understand that it's going to take time. Twitter's been very bearish. Lower highs, lower lows. I want to see Twitter, do well, but it's going to most likely happen with time. With that being said, TQQQ is also performing very, very well. Overall, NASDAQ market is in the green, so congratulations to everyone that waited for the confirmation. NASDAQ market, now it's beginning to indicate signs of a reversal, especially on this 1 hour time frame. We could see this, that we had a nice bounce off of the moving average. We talked about that yesterday, and now we're actually indicating signs of a reversal. So again, we talked about all of this during our live trading session. I trade live every single morning. I'm not too sure if you've ever watched me trade live, but if you want to join my live trading as soon as tomorrow, again, it's the second link down below to learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit group and how you get access to everything that's included within LPP 2.0. I really do appreciate you guys' time. Hope that I earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing for new live stock market updates that I upload every single day. And if you want to join our free trading Discord group, that's that first link in the description. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.